Well, hey, how's it going, everyone? Jeremy J here, and my sunburn's starting to heal. It's not hurting as bad, and this is day number. Let's see, day number 4 of it. Yeah, but it's really itchy, so I'm walking around like a caveman around my condo. So first off, I want to give some shout outs to people that are responding to my recent videos. Let's start with Deborah Dingo Mouse, an OG of my channel. Thank you so much for your support and your comment to tell me to take it one day at a time. I agree. It's important to take things one day at a time and not try to think too far into the future. You'll drive yourself crazy. I have an overthinking mind, so I tend to do that. Deborah Lord, thank you so much for sharing your perspective on my core wounds video and your thoughts about relationships and your past relationship. And I think relationships are some of the greatest teachers that we'll get as humans. Any relationship that lasts any amount of time is going to teach us a great deal. Let's see, Mary Mills, thanks for commenting and sharing. You said that the cords between twin flames can never be cut, or that you read something like that, and maybe I'll do a video about that in the future, but maybe the act of even doing a video on that just reinforces stuff that I just need to forget about and let go. I don't know. Just some thoughts I'm having about it. But if it is true, like if there are really true twin flames and connections, then I do agree it's not something you can just discard easily. At least for an overthinking mind like mine, it's very hard to just discard easily. I've been sick about half of the time for the last month and a half since the beginning of April. I just have this weird congestion and phlegm and sinus issues that have been just hitting me about half the time. It seems to start around the 9th or the 10th of each month, and it lasts about a week and a half. So I'm on the tail end of one right now. But certainly I think my immune system is down, and I'm not feeling. Certainly, I'm going through some really stressful and deep stuff, so it's no wonder my immune system's not the strongest it's ever been. But I might do a video on that. But the act of doing it might just prolong my healing, so I may wait until I'm fully healed and I can speak. Kind of like I did in 2016 with those twin flame videos. Enough time had passed where it wasn't a problem to talk about. Guns are interesting, Mary. It took me, it took me probably 20 rounds of a handgun to get used to the kick. And as long as you have safety glasses on, and you'll be good. Like I've shot 100 rounds now in a handgun, and it's not a problem. So I think I'm gonna get a Glock. That's the handgun of choice for me. Just a nice, reliable starter gun. So thank you, Mary, for sharing your comment, anyways, and I'll keep working at this healing journey and healing in my own way. And it does appear time is the great equalizer. I've felt moments of surrender lately that have been nice. It's like, yeah, I slept for a 3-hour block of time the other night. That was nice. Like most of my blocks of sleep have been a half hour to an hour and a half, 2 hours max. And so to get a 3-hour block of sleep, that was like incredible. I was very happy and grateful for that. Let's see who else has commented. Michael Nelson, welcome back, brother. Appreciate your comments. The karate is awesome. I'm really falling in love with kicks. Like for some reason, especially the side kick, it's like my spirit bonded move, and I'll do hundreds of them on the heavy bag every day now, just kicking the hell out of the heavy bag, and of course doing punches. My hands are getting nice and calloused from punching the heavy bag raw, so I look like I'm a brawler, but I'm really not. I'm not fighting anyone. I'm just punching without gloves on, and I've chosen to do that. And after I started getting bloody knuckles regularly, I read about it and I said, you know what? I choose to callus up my knuckles. I'm going to allow that to be a transformation that occurs through this journey I'm going on. Just let them get calloused, and as a symbolism to me in the healing journey I'm on, and that in order to heal, you kind of have to get some calluses in your body and scar tissue and all that good stuff. So I'm just continuing to work. You'll be happy to know that I had a 20-day no fap hard mode streak during my YouTube sabbatical, and it got broken a couple days ago. Just had a nice dream and I was like, oh, that's broken. But I'm back at it again on day number 2. Hopefully I can go like 30 or 40 days or more this time. It definitely helps. And if I see Michael Nelson, if I see any high vibrational women, I'll let you know. That was a fun statement you made there. Although last night I went dancing and I spent most of my time with this gal that I recently met, who's a Sagittarius like me, just a very free spirit. And I was talking to her and talking about how there's only certain traumas you can heal with someone else. Many of them you can only do alone, but there are certain traumas that you need someone to hold space for you to heal. And so I danced a lot with her, and that was nice. It was nice to dance and talk to someone. I haven't really been talking to many people, so I also have a date tomorrow night, like 7:15, I think. We'll see if it still happens or not. Sometimes they don't happen, so it's going to be like my first official date since my breakup, so I'm a little nervous, and I'm kind of just going to take it super slow and super casual, and not get into anything physical. Just try to get to know people and see how it goes. But thanks, Michael Nelson, and thanks for sending those soundtracks. I'll keep on the path, and it's slow progress, but there is progress. So I'm feeling little bits and pieces of surrender. I'm not fully there, but it's just weird. Time and work, inner work, are just slowly unraveling the tethers and the deep emotions here. And that is the miracle. That's what the miracle of time will do. It will. Love between two people is like a fire, kind of a campfire, and it burns strong when you continue to fuel that fire and provide fuel. But over time, if that fire is neglected, like in the case of my last relationship, I've been in no contact with her for 55 some days. She got remarried. She just got married. So from her end, it's probably completely burned out. I'm like a distant memory, if that, to her, probably a non-existent being in her mind, whereas it takes me a little bit longer time to let that fire die down. But I don't forget important events in my life. They stay with me. The event from 8 years ago stays with me. The memories are still there, and the memories from this situation will stay there, and this situation was much longer and more intense, so it'll always kind of be there, I think, as a piece of me. There's nothing I can really do about it. And so she must have found some great secret that I've never discovered on how to completely wipe away and erase someone from your psyche. That's pretty impressive. I don't know of anyone who's able to do that, so that's very impressive. But for me, it's just going to take time and healing, and I know one day I'll have my surrender moment. I'll write about it in my journal and write big letters, surrender, and that I've completely surrendered to this situation, and that I will never talk to her ever again, never talk or see her ever again, never talk to or see her ever again. And it's like the funeral has run its course. So that's kind of how I see it going down, but who knows? I don't know the future. Future's hard to predict, but little moments of surrender are hitting me. And hopefully those moments become bigger and longer. Instead of an hour or two at a time, it starts to be a day or two at a time. And the hardest part for me is to not think about it so much. I keep thinking about it all the time. My mind just won't shut off, and I could use another person as a distraction to do that, but I gotta let my mind and its emotions run its course, and I can't kind of jack in the box, shut them down, or they'll come back up. There is an inevitable facing of trauma and emotions that must happen. At least that's how my body and mind and psyche work. Splurged a little bit on food last night, so I've got a little bit of work now to go to get to 205 by the end of the month, but I think with some discipline I'll get there, and I'll do a video at the end of the month and kind of show my physique and weight loss progress, but I'm going to wait till the end of the month to do that. But I've made significant progress, and I posted on the community tab. So if you go to my channel, and on the right top there's a series of tabs like videos, home, about. There's a community tab, and if you go to that community tab, you will see a picture of me in my karate gi doing a pose, and so that was fun to do some pictures and get that karate pose going. I think I'm gonna make it a big one like I did with my cape and sword picture. Make a big version of that. This karate journey is a critical step in my healing, I can feel like, and it's not just karate. There's aspects of judo and jujitsu that I'm learning, but mostly it's self-defense, and I'm really liking kicks. It's fun to just lay into the heavy bag with a side kick and just get a good one in. It sounds like a gunshot now, like I'm really getting some hard kicks in, and I wish I would have started this sooner. Like, I love it. I'll have to do a video in the future kind of showing some of the martial arts stuff I've been learning. And last night while I was dancing, I did a crow pose on the dance floor. So that is how I hurt my wrists many years ago, but my wrists are very strong right now. There was no problem doing the pose, and it was just nice to kind of be silly and have some fun for once. Fun is something I intend to have more of. That's who I am. I am a joyful, fun-loving person, and I'm grateful for all of you for your comments and for your sharing. I'm happy with how my journey of healing is going. I'm happy that I've let myself be so vulnerable and raw and real in my past videos. I still go back and watch them, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I just was an ocean of tears for beginning of April to the end of April, and through a good week or two in May, and it's almost like my well is dry. I think I can still cry now, but I've exhausted so much that it's kind of hard. I have to really force myself to cry now. I think I got most of the deep tears out of my system, but the only way to do that was to just have day after day of hours upon hours of pain and crying. So I think I've accelerated my healing journey by just doing that alone and suffering in silence. There's a beauty to suffering. There really is. And I wish more people showed their tears and their suffering on YouTube. I watched a video of a gal who showed 3 months of heartbreak and just her constant tears over the course of a couple months, and her starting to pull out of it toward the end of that. And I know I will pull out of this. I'm not as heartbroken as I was. I'm healing, and time is the great healer. So anyways, kind of just babbling on now, but I am grateful for you all. I do feel the masculine aspects of me starting to grow in strength and power, which is important for me to heal. I cannot be so far on the feminine. It's not good. I am a man. I'm a strong, powerful, intelligent, and capable man, and I choose to cultivate those aspects of me and move through the world in that state. And I know amazing things will happen as I do that. And Michael Nelson, we'll see what kind of high vibrational women I attract as I do this. But I have no expectation that anything needs to happen, but we'll see what happens. So thank you all so much. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video.